My fellow traders, I hope everybody's having a great weekend. You know, what a hell of a week we had last week. It was wild. I know mine was a little abbreviated because we had another hurricane / tropical storm pass right over Colombia. And this one was a little bit worse in terms of wind, but it didn't last nearly as long. But it was just a wild week, and then they had a market sell-off like we had. It was just incredible. But that's what we're looking for. And this couldn't be happening at a better time because we've got earnings season kicking off next week. That's what we've been waiting for. But you guys that trusted me, that believed in the process, and that stuck it out, you guys should be in a prime position to take advantage of what the market should be bringing us. You should have developed the discipline, the patience. Those are two key elements that you have to have as a day trader, so that you can, move forward and be profitable in this. So, if you guys didn't stick it out, you didn't believe that the market was going to come back, you didn't think that, we knew what we were doing, I'm sorry, hopefully you'll get it. But, those skills that we worked on, that you needed to develop through these tough months this summer, they're going to pay dividends going forward. So a couple of things that I want to mention. I always forget to mention stuff every Sunday. So I'm going to do something brand new this week. I'm going to have a 2 for Tuesday special. That means from 12 o'clock Tuesday morning or midnight, however you want to say it, until 11:59 Tuesday night. You guys get a 2 for special. If you subscribe for 1 month, you're going to get another month free. You get 2 for the price of 1. If you subscribe for a quarter, you're going to get 2 quarters. You're going to get a quarter free. So you subscribe for 1, you get another one free. You get 2 quarters for the price of 1. Same thing with yearly membership. If you subscribe for a year, you get another year free. Subscribe for a year, you get 2 years. It works the same with any of the mentoring packages as well. You get 1 mentoring package, you double it. And that's only for Tuesday. Only for Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to do our sneak peek Wednesday again. And it's been going over pretty well. I haven't had any issues streaming on YouTube like I have been, so we're going to continue. We're going to do that again next week. If you missed the one last week, go back and take a look at it. It's I do it on YouTube, so it is recorded and captured there automatically. You can go back and check it out. And also, I did a drawing on Friday. I didn't get to announce the winner, but we do a drawing for a free yearly subscription in chat. Now, it's only for the current members. So if you are a current member, active member, your name stays in the bag. And I'm just taking a look at the golf course here, because I want to go play 9 holes here. Yeah, it looks good. So I'll draw 1 a month. So 1 person every month is going to get a free yearly subscription for 2019. That's what we've been doing. It's funny because the name I pulled on Friday, the guy canceled his subscription on Saturday. So sorry for you. If you cancel your subscription, that means you are ready to leave, you're ready to move on, you don't want to be in the community anymore. So I'm not going to give you a free year if you've already decided you don't want to be here. So I will be pulling another one this week. So listen out for that. So if you have an active subscription, your name is still in the bag. You know, once you cancel, I pull your name out of the bag. And the thing about it is, you know, Leo pulled it this time because he came home on Friday. So look for that. Those are the things. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to, anything I needed to remember. Other thing is, you know, the market was, you know, the questions I've got this week, a lot of them, most of them centered around what was going on in the market. And, you know, number one was, are we in a bear market now? Is this a bear market? And it's crazy that any big pullback like this, people are just panicking, which is good because we can take advantage of that emotion. That's what we as day traders trade. We trade human emotion. And if we don't get that emotion, this overreaction every time something happens, then, you know, we don't have any volatility to trade. So this week, really what prompted this was, I believe, the Fed's raising the rates. There was some concern about the inflation, you know, being high, and, you know, tensions with this trade thing with China. You know, I think all of these things together really, you know, spook some people. And then once you know, there are people that once they see a big drop, the inexperienced guys are just gonna dump stuff. They're just gonna get out, and we're just sitting there waiting to pick up the pieces. Now, if you didn't see the video I did the other day, I think it was on Thursday, on the TVIX, and, you know, how we're trading to the long side when the market is tanking. Take a look at that. That kind of explains how we were making money this week. I had 2 solid trades on it. Yeah, I left a lot of money on the table because, like I said, I was dealing with a lot of stuff. And, you know, with the storm, and, you know, they closed school, and I couldn't get my son's school schedule straight. It was just a crazy week. But still did real good on it. Very, very excited. Very excited. And I am going to do, like I promised, I'm going to do a class on Wednesday. You know, our weekly Wednesday webinar that we do in the community. I will talk more about the TVIX and the SPY, because that, you know, I got a lot of questions this week on that, and I want to address it in a way that is a little bit more structured. So, you know, we're not in a bear market, because the market would have to sell off more than 20% and pretty much stay there for, you know, a good little while for us to be considered in a bear market. And we're just not there yet. You know, right now the market closed down. I think the S&P 500, which is what we track, closed down about just under 5%. So I didn't even hit the 5% threshold to close the week out. So I don't think we're hit. I think this is a correction. I think this is what we need. You know, the last little sell-off we had like this was in February. Then we had another little one when in April. So it's, I don't think it's, I want it to come back. I want the market to get down into this main support around, you know, in the mid to high 250s. I want to see it hit there and then bounce. You know, that's what I'm looking for, but it may not get there. You know, look, Friday, it's kind of hard to judge on Fridays, because Fridays always, you know, does funny things, at least for me. You know, I think the market's going to do one thing and then it does another. But it did open above the 200 and then quickly sold off. And that was the move that we traded. We made some money on it. And then it bounced back. It still didn't close above the 200, but it did close strong. So we're going to kind of wait till Monday and see if we're going to continue this downward move. And Friday was just a day of rest for it. So, you know, we'll have our eye on that going forward. So no, this isn't a bear market. You know, this is just what happens. You know, starting back in 2010, you know, with what was that? I can't even remember now. I wasn't really active in the markets in 2010, but I was following it. It was the fear of a recession again. You know, we had just come out of that 2008 deal, and I think in 2016 there was some scare, and so we dealt with that. And that dropped us, what, 16%? Then we've had some other scares. You know, there was the Greek debt crisis back in 2012 or 2013, and then you know, we had a little dip on the Brexit deal. So we go through these. If you go back and look, you know, you'll see these little dips. But we've been in a bull run for the last 8 to 10 years. It depends on who you ask, who you read. So, you know, we're still pretty strong. You know, still pretty strong. Now, if we get, and this isn't even a market correction, to be honest with you. It's generally accepted that a market correction is a 10% or more drop, you know, short-term drop in the market. So it's not even a correction yet. And, you know, we have a lot of people scrambling. So let them keep scrambling. Let these emotions run high, because that's what we're going to profit on. But the speculation is that it's not going to last, because the third quarter earnings season is kicking off. You know, everybody's reporting what they did in the third quarter, and it is anticipated that the major companies are going to be strong. You know, most of the companies that make up the S&P 500 are going to, you know, announce some strong earnings. So that should stop any huge sell-off. But I would love to see another big drop Monday and Tuesday down into the 250s. So that's what I'm going to keep my eye open for. If we don't get it, that's fine. We'll just jump on earnings. The other question I got a lot was, you know, okay, and this was a lot Friday. It's like, you know, when the SPY is bouncing and we can't short TVIX, you know, what are we going to do? And, you know, the truth is, the SPY is an ETF. So the SPY is tracking the S&P 500. So if you want to trade something other than the SPY that follows the SPY, then you just look for another ETF or ETN that follows the S&P 500. Now the TVIX is inverse of what the SPY does, but it doesn't follow the SPY. It doesn't look at the SPY and just go the opposite way. It's actually tracking the what is that? It's tracking the S&P VIX short-term futures index, and all that is, it's a virtual index, and the TVIX doesn't really have any. It doesn't own anything. It's just an index. It's just a volatility index, an exchange traded note, or ETN. You know, that's all it is. And you know, so if you want to trade opposite that, and you don't want to short, or you can't short in your broker, or either you're trading your retirement account and you can't short that, then you can look for other ETFs, but I don't think you're going to find any. I mean, honestly, the top 3 ETFs that follow the SPY, so that if the SPY is going up or the market is going up, you want to find a volatility index or ETF that can follow it. I think the big 3 are going to all be in the $250 range. I don't know of any instrument, and it probably is, I just don't know, and I don't look, you know, because I don't trade volatility indexes that often, you know. And like I said before, TVIX, I haven't traded since 2015. Now this week was the first week I've done it since 2015. There was just no need to, for me. So, you know, we'll see going forward. You know, we'll see where that ends up. But guys, if you are looking, like if the SPY is bouncing and is making the strong move up like it did on Friday, you know, if you can't trade the SPY, you know, maybe you can look to see if there's another volatility index that will go up with the SPY. It probably is, I just don't know it because I don't trade it. I typically look at the ones that have the most volume and that trade, you know, volatile, where I can actually make money off of it. All right, so that's gonna do it for me. That's the main questions I got this week. Some of it may not be interesting to everybody, but you know, that's my take on what's going on, you know, in the market. I want it to fail. I want it to fall another 5% or so, but it may not. It doesn't look like we're going to get a true correction here. But like I said, you really can't base it on Friday, and you know, you just have to wait and see what happens today. I mean tomorrow. But I'm not going to look to take any swings until I'm positive the market is bouncing, because I swing to the long side in my short-term swing account, and I'm just gonna have to wait, and the market's gonna have to let me know that it's not gonna correct, that it was just this little, you know, pullback on, you know, a little bit of fear and uncertainty, and you know, we kind of go from there. You know, we'll see what happens overnight tonight when the S&P starts trading, and see where we are. All right, guys, so I will be back with you first thing in the morning. We'll get back after this. Not really any earnings tomorrow. I think there's maybe a bank stock or something. Nothing for me in the way of earnings tomorrow, but on Tuesday, things start firing up, and so we're going to be hot, heavy, locked, and loaded. And don't forget, the 2 for Tuesday special, we'll start advertising it tonight. It's only for Tuesday, so you want to take advantage of it, take advantage of it. You know, there are packages where you can save up to $750, so you know, make sure you take a look at it. And if you have any questions, just shoot me an email, and I'll be more than happy to get back with you. So you guys take care, and I'll see you in the jungle tomorrow.